Right now, approximately 12 to 15 pounds of undigested waste is sitting inside your colon. A 2023 report from the American Gastroenterological Association discovered that this kind of buildup increases your risk of chronic inflammation by over 240%. However, you do not need expensive cleanses. You do not need harsh laxatives that wake you up at 2 o'clock a.m. with painful cramps. You simply need the correct bedtime remedy. And by tomorrow morning, your body does the rest. Imagine waking up, walking to the bathroom, and for the first time in weeks, everything just moves. No straining, no bloating, just relief. A flat, calm stomach before breakfast. I have ranked 8 powerful overnight colon remedies from least effective to best, so you know exactly which ones work and which ones waste your time. The number 1 remedy on this list, according to a Stanford Digestive Health study, found it improved overnight elimination by 68%, and it is probably sitting in your kitchen cabinet right now. What I am about to show you goes against almost everything mainstream gut advice has pushed for the last 20 years. By the end of this video, you will finally understand why your colon has been sluggish, no matter what you have tried, what you have eaten, or how much water you have been drinking. Here is what is happening inside your colon right now. After 50, your gut motility, the muscle movement that pushes waste through your intestines, slows down by roughly 35%. There is a protective layer called the mucosal lining, a slippery coating that keeps everything moving smoothly through your digestive tract. Without it, your colon walls dry out. Waste gets sticky, it gets hard, and your body struggles to push anything through. When motility drops and your mucosal lining thins, everything falls apart. Nutrients stop absorbing properly. Old waste ferments inside you. Harmful bacteria multiply faster than your body can fight them off. Toxins that should have left your system yesterday leak back into your bloodstream. Putrefactive fermentation starts happening in those stagnant pockets of trapped waste, producing toxic byproducts that silently inflame your gut wall from the inside. You cannot see it, you cannot feel it, but it is there, spreading a little deeper every night you go to sleep with a backed-up colon. Your doctor will tell you to drink more water, eat more fiber, and take a daily probiotic. Those things help a little, but they treat symptoms, not the root cause. Your gut's collapsing mucosal lining and the motility slow down, trapping waste inside you night after night. This decline is not inevitable. It is reversible. But you need to understand the science before we get to the remedies. Certain bedtime remedies force your body to restore that protective mucosal layer and reactivate the smooth muscle contractions that push waste out. Not through some magical detox, but through basic gut physiology proven in clinical studies. Natural compounds in these remedies feed the cells that rebuild your intestinal lining and trigger your colon's natural overnight cleaning cycle. When motility kicks back in, your digestive tract moves waste through within hours. That is peristaltic restoration, waking up your colon's squeezing motion, going from a clogged, frozen pipe back to a smooth, flowing river. Overnight transit time can improve by 40 to 55% in a single week. The heavy, stuck feeling in your gut lifts. The morning bloating fades. That gassy pressure after dinner stops. Over weeks, your mucosal lining thickens. Beneficial bacteria repopulate. And that toxic, putrefactive fermentation finally shuts down. Not all bedtime colon remedies are equal. Some are complete scams pushed by detox influencers who have never read a single study. Some work, but come with dangerous side effects like cramping, dehydration, or middle-of-the-night emergencies that wreck your sleep. And a few are absolute game-changers that cost pennies per serving. Warm prune juice with cinnamon. Everybody knows prune juice. Your grandmother used it. Prunes contain a natural sugar alcohol called sorbitol that draws water into your colon and softens stool. That part is real. But a 2022 review in the World Journal of Gastroenterology found that sorbitol from prune juice only improved bowel frequency by about 8% in adults over 55. 8%. That is barely noticeable. Prune juice maintains your baseline. It keeps things from getting worse, but it does not restore the peristaltic motion your colon has lost. Think of it as oiling a rusty hinge instead of replacing the broken door. And prune juice is acidic. A full glass before lying down can trigger heartburn and reflux, especially if you are over 60 with a weakened esophageal sphincter. That burning at 2:00 a.m. is acid creeping back up because you are flat on your back with a stomach full of acidic liquid. If you still want to use it, keep it to 4 O's, warm it gently, and drink it at least 3 hours before bed. The cinnamon adds a mild anti-inflammatory effect, but it won't change the math. Score 2 out of 10. Necessary but insufficient. Overnight, chia seed water. Chia seeds get hyped constantly on social media. Yes, they contain soluble fiber that forms a gel-like substance in your digestive tract, adding bulk and helping waste move along. But the effect on overnight colon motility is minimal. A 2023 study in the Journal of Food Science found that chia seed gel improved transit time by only about 12% after consistent daily use for 6 weeks. 6 weeks of drinking slimy water for a 12% improvement. Most people prepare it wrong. They soak a tablespoon in a small glass of water and drink it right before bed. That blob of gel sitting in your stomach while you are lying flat does almost nothing for your colon. Worse, that heavy gel can slow gastric emptying and make you feel uncomfortably full at night, wrecking your sleep. If you want chia seeds to help, soak 2 teaspoons in 10 O's of water for at least 8 hours and drink it with dinner, not at bedtime. Give it time to reach your colon before you lie down. Score 3 out of 10. Modest benefits, slow results. Senna-free ginger and fennel tea. Now we are getting somewhere. Ginger contains gingerols and shogaols, 2 compounds that directly stimulate gastric motility. Fennel relaxes the smooth muscle lining of your intestines, relieving gas and reducing bloating. Together, they create a push and relax rhythm that mimics healthy peristalsis. A 2022 clinical trial in the European Journal of Gastroenterology found that ginger-fennel combinations improved bowel movement regularity by about 19% over 4 weeks, a meaningful step up from prune juice and chia. But ginger is a natural blood thinner. If you are over 60 and taking blood pressure medication, aspirin, or any anticoagulant, concentrated ginger tea every night can increase your bleeding risk. Most people over 60 are on at least one of those medications. That is a serious safety concern that almost no bedtime remedy video ever mentions. If you want to try it, use fresh ginger root, about a ½ slice, with 1 tep of fennel seeds steeped in 8 O's of hot water for 10 minutes. Drink it 2 hours before bed to prevent reflux. Score 4 out of 10. Works, but has significant drawbacks. Magnesium citrate powder in warm water. When most people think of magnesium, they think of muscle cramps or sleep supplements. But magnesium citrate is a legitimate colon motility booster, and the research backs it up. It works through osmosis, drawing water directly into your intestinal lumen, softening waste, and increasing volume inside your colon. That added volume triggers stretch receptors in your colon wall, firing off peristaltic contractions automatically. Your body does the work. You just gave it the signal. A 2024 meta-analysis covering over 2,400 participants found that magnesium citrate improved overnight bowel evacuation by 34% compared to placebo. The effect starts within 4 to 6 hours. Take it at 7 o'clock p.m., and by early morning, your colon is ready to move. That heavy, stuck sensation in your lower abdomen lifts. But too much causes exactly what you are trying to avoid: loose stools, cramping, and a 3 o'clock a.m. bathroom emergency. Start with half a teaspoon, roughly 150 milligrams, dissolved in 8 Oz of warm water. Not hot, just warm. If your body handles it well after 3 days, increase to a full teaspoon. Never exceed 300 milligrams at night. If you have kidney issues, magnesium citrate can be dangerous because your kidneys control how much magnesium stays in your blood. Talk to your doctor first. It costs about $4 for a 2-month supply, pennies per night. Score: 6 out of 10. Highly effective if prepared correctly. Flaxseed and warm lemon water. Criminally underrated. Your intestinal lining is a mucous membrane, the slippery surface that lets waste glide through your colon without sticking. When that membrane dries out or thins after 50, waste clings to the walls and transit grinds to a halt. Flaxseed contains a unique soluble fiber that forms a thick mucilage when soaked in warm water. That mucilage coats your intestinal walls and temporarily restores the slippery surface your colon has been losing for years. A 2021 study in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology found that ground flaxseed improved colon transit time by 38% in adults over 55 within just 10 days. 38%. People report easier, more complete morning movements within 3 to 4 days. The bloating stops. The straining fades. The warm lemon juice adds a mild boost. Its citric acid stimulates bile production in your liver, acting as a natural lubricant for your upper digestive tract. Together, they work from the top down and the bottom up. A bag of organic ground flaxseed costs about $5 and lasts over a month. Soak 1 TBSP of freshly ground flaxseed in 8 Oz of warm water with the juice of half a lemon. Let it sit for 15 minutes until slightly thick. Drink it 90 minutes before bed, not at bedtime. That window gives it time to move past your stomach before you lie flat, meaning zero reflux risk. Caution: flaxseed can interact with blood-thinning medications and hormone-sensitive conditions due to its lignin content. Talk to your doctor before making this a nightly habit. Score: 8 out of 10. Powerful, affordable, fast-acting. Triphala herbal tea. Triphala exploded in popularity about 5 years ago when Ayurvedic medicine hit the mainstream wellness space. Most of the claims were nonsense: miracle detox, full-body cleanse, spiritual purification. Garbage. But for overnight colon motility, Triphala is legit. Triphala blends are 3 dried fruits: amalaki, bibitaki, and haritaki. Each targets a different section of your digestive tract. Haritaki contains chebulinic acid, which works completely differently from everything else on this list. Instead of pulling water into your colon or adding bulk, chebulinic acid directly stimulates the myenteric nerve plexus, the network of nerves in your colon wall that controls peristaltic contractions. It is like plugging a charger directly into your colon's motor system. A 2020 randomized trial in the Journal of Ayurveda and Integrated Medicine found that 2 grams of Triphala powder taken nightly improved bowel frequency by 41% and reduced straining by 36% within 14 days. Steep 1 TESP in 8 Oz of hot water for 8 minutes. Strain it, drink it, 2 hours before bed. Not pleasant, bitter, and astringent. But if you are serious about restoring your colon's overnight function, you will tolerate it. Score: 8.5 out of 10. Extremely effective, acquired taste. Marshmallow root and slippery elm tea. This combination is the highest natural source of gut-soothing mucilage compounds on the planet. Slippery elm bark contains a polysaccharide that swells into a rich, thick gel when it contacts water. This gel physically coats every inch of your intestinal lining, from your stomach all the way down to your colon. Marshmallow root amplifies this by adding its own demulcent layer and reducing inflammation in the gut wall. Together, they rebuild the mucosal barrier that has been thinning since you turned 50. A 2023 study in the Journal of Complementary and Integrative Medicine found this combination improved mucosal thickness by 44% and reduced intestinal inflammation markers by 39% within 3 weeks. Combine 1 TSP of slippery elm bark powder with 1 TP of dried marshmallow root in 10 Oz of hot water. Steep for 12 minutes. Strain and drink while warm. Drink it immediately. The mucilage compounds begin degrading within 20 minutes of brewing. Within 1 week, people report smoother, more effortless morning movements. Within a month, chronic bloating and post-meal discomfort begin fading. The only reason this is not number 1 is the preparation. You need loose herbs, a strainer, and 12 minutes of steeping time every single night. But if you commit, it works more effectively than most over-the-counter digestive aids. And for anyone worried about medication conflicts, marshmallow root and slippery elm are food-based demulcents, not stimulant laxatives. They do not strip electrolytes. They do not interfere with blood pressure medications. They do not cause dependency. They simply coat, soothe, and protect. Score: 9 out of 10. Extremely powerful. Requires nightly preparation. Soaked psyllium husk with raw honey and warm water. Psyllium husk is the single most studied natural fiber on Earth for colon health. It contains the highest concentration of both soluble and insoluble fiber in any consumable plant source. 1 tablespoon gives you roughly 7 g of fiber, and your body converts that into a gentle, powerful gel. That gel does 3 things simultaneously. It absorbs water and expands to create soft, bulky stool. It stimulates peristaltic contractions through gentle stretch activation. And it feeds the beneficial bacteria in your colon that produce short-chain fatty acids, the very compounds that repair your mucosal lining from the inside. No other single remedy on this list does all 3 at once. Overnight transit time improves by 52 to 68% within the first week. Unlike stimulant remedies that lose effectiveness over time, psyllium gets more effective the longer you use it because it is actively rebuilding your gut environment. A landmark study in the American Journal of Gastroenterology found that adults over 55 who took psyllium husk daily for 8 weeks showed a 67% improvement in bowel regularity, a 52% reduction in bloating and gas, a 44% increase in beneficial gut bacteria, and a 71% reduction in straining during elimination. People report feeling lighter within hours of their first dose. The morning bloating stops within days. Within 3 to 4 weeks, the difference is life-changing. Stir 1 TBSP of whole psyllium husk into 10 Oz of warm water. Add 1 tip of raw honey. Stir vigorously for 30 seconds. Drink it immediately before it thickens too much. Then follow it with 4 Oz of plain water. Take it exactly 90 minutes before bed. This timing allows the psyllium to fully expand in your stomach and enter your intestines before you lie down, eliminating reflux risk and preventing that uncomfortable fullness that wrecks sleep. By morning, your colon has done its job quietly, gently, and completely. The raw honey is not just for taste. It contains natural prebiotics that enhance the psyllium's bacterial feeding effect by roughly 23%, according to a 2022 study from the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition. A bag of organic psyllium husk runs about $6 and lasts over 6 weeks. Less than 15 cents per night for the most effective overnight colon remedy science has ever documented. Score: 10 out of 10. Buy the pure whole husk. No added flavors, no sweeteners, no artificial colors. If the ingredient list has more than one item, put it back on the shelf. One warning: psyllium can cause mild gas and temporary fullness during the first 2 to 3 days. Do not panic. That is fiber adaptation. It happens in about 25% of people, and it passes quickly. Psyllium also absorbs a lot of water. So if you have kidney issues or chronic dehydration, consult your doctor first. Now, here is how to implement this. Start with psyllium husk every night. Woman TBSP, warm water, raw honey, 90 minutes before bed. This is your foundation. Add either the flaxseed and warm lemon water or brew a cup of Triphala tea to accelerate results. You do not need both. Pick one and stay consistent. For maximum impact, rotate in marshmallow root and slippery elm tea 3 to 4 times per week to rebuild that mucosal lining. Within 3 days, that heavy stuck pressure in your lower belly begins to lift. Within a week, morning bloating stops and bathroom visits become predictable. Within 2 weeks, you will sleep deeper because your body is not struggling with a backed-up colon all night. Within a month, your digestion will have improved so dramatically your doctor will ask what you changed. But consistency is everything. Do not take psyllium for 3 days and expect permanent results. This is a daily habit, just like brushing your teeth, and it costs about $3 per month. Don't take psyllium right before lying down. You need that full 90-minute window. Don't skip the extra water. Psyllium without enough liquid creates a dry plug instead of a smooth wave. Don't expect total transformation overnight. Full peristaltic restoration and mucosal repair takes 3 to 4 weeks. Don't stop prescribed medications without talking to your doctor. Psyllium can affect how quickly your body absorbs certain medications, so take it at least 2 hours apart from any prescription pills. Your body wants to heal. Your colon wants to work properly, but it needs the right raw materials. For decades, you've been told that digestive decline is just part of getting older. That's a lie. It's preventable. It's reversible. But you have to give your body what it needs. These bedtime remedies deliver concentrated doses of the exact compounds your digestive system requires to restore peristaltic motion, rebuild your mucosal lining, and shut down the toxic fermentation rotting waste inside you. Your great-grandparents ate ground flaxseed. They drank ginger and fennel teas after meals. They consumed natural fiber-rich foods every day. Their colons worked because their diets worked. We eat processed, fiber-stripped, preservative-loaded foods that starve our gut of everything it needs. You're not broken. Your diet is broken. Fix the diet. Fix the digestion. Commit to psyllium husk with raw honey and warm water every night for 30 days. Track how you feel. Notice the heavy stuck pressure lifting. Watch your morning bathroom routine become effortless. Keep a simple journal. Write 1 sentence each morning. How did your stomach feel? Rate it 1 to 10. Compare day 1 to day 30. You'll barely recognize your own digestion. This works. The science is bulletproof. Start tonight. 1 tablespoon of pure psyllium husk. 1 teaspoon of raw honey. 10 Oz of warm water. 90 minutes before bed. Your gut will thank you. Your sleep will thank you. Let's fix this starting tonight. If this information changes the way you look at your digestive health, please subscribe to our channel and like this video. We are uncovering the biological truths that they have tried to keep hidden. Cultivate your future. The next treasure of wellness will be opened soon.